So thank you to have you just ask these questions.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. How do you feel about Amba in general? And I have some questions to you. Then you'll clarify those questions and you'll have forward some ideas to us, even recommendations for the future.
Yes.
So I will start by asking, you come here for internship program, and how do you prefer this village for your internship?
Okay. So I study, it's called Management of Social Organizations, and it combines really good social aspects and management perspectives.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine was here in Amba, and when I told her I have to do an internship, she said to me, you have to look at this place. It's called Amba. It's a very special place. They have this really good social ideas, this human perspectives. And when I looked at your website, I was really impressed by the ideas you live. And then I got in touch with one of your members, and we figured it out over months and months. And finally, I'm here, and we're doing this project.
Thank you for coming here too, and we're happy for having you here. Amba community is one of the tourist destinations and how did you feel it has some? Did you think there is some benefit for tourists?
Yes, totally. Because when I arrived here, I had some days to stay like a tourist and just enjoy the environment and the community. And I saw here many birds, very beautiful birds.
Wow.
So beautiful, yellow one, red one, and many different types I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And by protecting this environment, this hillside, the birds will more and more come to this place. And it's so nice to see how the nature recovers by itself if you just give it time and space. And this will be really good for tourism, because the people love to see a good working nature, people who work together or live together with the environment and not destroying it. And you prove so good with your way of living that it's possible that humans can live together with nature. So I guess it's really benefiting for tourism. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. And when you were in Germany, you have planned for about 7 months and more, even more.
Yeah, we planned a long time. Yeah.
And you just try to discover or get know-how about Amba, get information about Amba. Then you come here and stay here for about about 21 days, around that.
Yeah.
So you can compare and you can have a clear-cut comparison between the two, the image before and the image after.
Yeah.
How did you get the exact situation in Amba?
So as you said, I had like half a year, maybe even more, to prepare myself for this trip. And I did, for example, research on your website. I talked to people who've been here. I watched the documentation about your village. And all this was really nice and very impressive, but it's nothing compared to be here. It's when you talk about living together, we are all humans, we are brothers and sisters, and everybody's equal. The women's, the men, children should not work. It's all good if you see it in the internet and you say, this is really important. But when you come here and you see it's really working, it's so mind-blowing, and it's just amazing to see how this community lives a complete different idea of living together, of being humankind, and just be respectful to each other, to the environment. And the first day I came here, one guy told me, now you're finally home. And I was really surprised by this. And now, after I stayed here for so many days, I really feel this, like I traveled through the whole world to come here. And now I feel like I'm at a place I will call home.
Oh, thank you. The other idea is about Joses. And we stayed with Joses about 10 days around that. How did you get their participation, Joses participation? And how did you just explain their motivation for working in this project and their activity?
Oh, that's actually a very, very interesting question, because in the first place, when we wanted to do this project, we wanted to do it a little bit different. I had as well 2 colleagues who wanted to come here, and we planned to do it on a really longer term.
Right.
So now we had to change a lot of ideas, and we talked to the youth on one of the first days, and we offered them some a little bit of money to help us, and they kind of refused it, and that I found already very interesting. And after that they said, yeah, we just want to volunteer, we want to help in this project, just to help the community and to help the environment. And I was so surprised by this. And then there were like over 100 volunteers, and we had 2 big groups of youth who helped us, and that was so impressive. I was staying down there, I was like, wow, this is, I've never seen volunteering of youth like this, and it's so impressive. And the other day it was raining really heavily, and I thought, okay, now we have to stop working, it's really, we have nothing to do here. And the youth, they just started to dance and to sing in the rain, and they invited me to join them. And when the rain stopped, we were all so cold and like, ooh, we have to stop. But we kept on working, and it was just amazing. And this feeling of working together with the youth, and how proud they were of doing this project for their community, for like for their family, because all of them called them brothers and sisters, was really impressive. And I'm happy to see how they work together, how they live together.
Okay. Natural resources at this time, when we see it in worldwide, globally, there are many problems happening because of natural resource degradations. So how did you feel? The community has only 17.5 hectares of land. From that hectares of land, they just isolate about 5 hectares of land for forests. So how do you see this, and what role can this protection of this hillside can play for the community as well as for other people around here?
So as you just mentioned, the 5 hectares is above 20% of what you own as your property, and so it's like a big commitment to say we take a big part of what we own to protect our environment, because we understood that it's so important when we want to live on this planet, and we all live on this planet, that we have to protect parts of it so it can recover by itself. It's we get our fresh oxygen from a good environment, and as we've already mentioned, the birds, here are so many different bird types, and here live so many animals, just wild and free, and that's so good that we try to protect a big part of the environment owned. And on the long term, I guess it's really good, so the youngsters and the youth in this community see, okay, even our parents already discovered or realized we must protect our planet so we can live on it freely and in a good state. So they will take this in the next generation, and they will probably even do better and bigger projects all around the world and show, this is what we did at our family's place, and it worked out really good. So they can give good ideas in the whole world.
What do you advise these youngsters and the whole community just for long-term use of this hillside?
So right now we built the fence. It's I guess this is already like a long-term idea to say, okay, we want to first of all get a lot of people out of the hillside, so the forest which already exists can recover, and it will show the community and the youngsters that the nature, if you just let it do what it has to do, it will recover by itself. there's no need of big science, of human knowledge. The nature knows itself how to recover, and this will be a good proof to the community that just by deciding to be in trust and to let the nature go its way, it will do its job by itself. And the youth will take this idea to hopefully whole Ethiopia, or maybe even abroad, and give this idea to other people. And all the tourists who will come here will see it as well and will be really impressed. And your neighbors, you can really get this idea of protecting the environment to all the people.
Thank you. And finally, you stayed here for some days.
Yes.
And you visited the village, and you have some idea of the community, what they are saying, what we are saying, and what is practiced. So, which of the idea impressed you more, or the most impressive for you?
Okay. There are many good ideas in this community, and I have to say I have the feeling all of these ideas, they kind of work together. So it's more like you just said, it's how it's practiced, how it's being lived. And there's this idea of we're all brothers and sisters, and it's no matter if you're black, white, red, woman, man, it all doesn't matter, since we're all human. And I really like this very simple idea to just say we are all human and we are all the same. And when you come here to the community, it's not just being said, because it's easy to say we are all the same. Many people say that every day, but when you come here, you really have the feeling of everybody's the same. And I'm still so impressed by, normally everybody takes more care of his or her family instead of the community. But here it's like we are all one big family. So I was born by one mother, but every other mother in this community is as well like my sister. So it feels like we are one big family here, and this is so amazing because you not only say it out loud, you feel it in your heart, and this is really impressive to me. That's probably the most amazing thing for me.
Thank you very much. And finally, if you have something to say, I just invite you to say something, or just maybe a lesson for the community, or maybe a lesson for the world, like that.
Yeah, probably more a lesson for the world, because in the community there's living together is already really good, and compared to many other places I've seen in the world, this is like the most peaceful, and probably compared to how it's working in other parts of Ethiopia or of some other countries, it's working so good here. You're working good with your environment, but as well you develop good factories, you develop a good community and living together, and many people all around the world can learn from this. Here's no poverty, here are no homeless people, here's no one who is in fear. For example, I let my phone left outside for half a day, and I came out, it's still laying there. There's no need of being scared that somebody will steal property of you. And I guess many people from all around the world should come here and see this place and get an impression of how people can live together and how peaceful humanity could be. And I hope one day this idea, Amba lives, will get abroad all along the world.
Thank you very much, Folke.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
this interview.
Wow. I'm really impressed that you're all here, and thank you so much for coming today and to share this experience for me with all of you. It was a big pleasure. So the first day I came here, the bus stopped somewhere there, and somebody came to me and said, "Ah, brother, finally you're home." And I was so surprised by that, because of course I was never here before, but now after so many days I've been here, I understand what he meant by telling that to me. And now I feel really like I'm a brother of a big family. I'm really grateful for that. And thank you to you, Worko, and so many other people. You already mentioned, I guess, in your speech, all the people that helped to make this project possible, and it's so impressive. We plan to do it over so many days, even weeks, and we just finished it in 8 days. And I want to thank all of you for making this possible. It's so unbelievable for me, and I'm really still impressed. And today I see all of your faces again. I'm just mind blown, and it's hard for me to speak because I'm so my heart is beating so fast because I see all of you. And okay. The applause again. Okay. And I guess the most amazing part of being here and to experience this, to be a part of your community, your family, is that in your place, human and mankind is always in the first place. It's not about what somebody needs, it's always about the community, what the community needs. Everybody takes care of everyone, and you mean it by heart. You not just say it, you mean it for sure. And I got the experience from so many people. Like when I was so ill, Derese came in the night and took care of me, and I was so amazed by that. And it's just impressive. Everybody I got to know, I couldn't speak to everybody. That's so sad, and I hope I will find one day the chance to get to know you all better. But all and everyone I could speak to was just so peaceful and so lovely. And I hope to see you guys one day again. Amane Signalu. Okay.